Hey, this your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode, and just like that, season 3, episode 8, happily ever after. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. We do reviews here, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, okay? All right. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will begin. All right. So Aidan comes to visit. He got about 3 or 4 bags. And he's staying indefinitely. Okay. And so he was like, where's my side of the closet? So he tried to move Carrie's clothes, and she have a heart attack. And then she was like, hold on. And so she gives him a a storage closet in the cat's room. Okay. She said, you can put your stuff in here, baby. You can't mess with this divalicious stuff over here. You can put your stuff right in there. All right. So then Harry is talking about how his testicles are swelling since after the surgery, and usually after surgery, because I am a surgery nurse, the fluid in your body takes some time to calm down, and so yeah, them nuts was probably real swollen too, and that's what they did the surgery too. So yeah, it's gonna take some time to go down. So Charlotte was like, well, listen, Lisa wants to come visit. So Lisa was in the hallway, and she brings him some large macadamia nuts. Okay. Large macadamia nuts. And he was like, so you bring me some big nuts? She was like, but they're from Hawaii. Okay. Anyway, Lisa and Charlotte, after that takes place, Lisa and Charlotte walks to the gallery. And so Lisa confesses that she had a sex dream about her editor, Marion. And so she said, and she woke up real hot and, bothered by, and she said, and she also flirts with him at work. But Charlotte said, well, you want someone that you can connect with at work. Yeah, she said it's not, she said it's not going to be, it's not that bad. She was like, I have, sex dreams about ex-boyfriends and stuff like that. It is fine. And so, she said they have a gallery opening tomorrow, and Lisa said she'll be there. So when Charlotte gets to the gallery, they squirting some nasty lotion into this big ass condom for the exhibit. I was just like, what kind of shit is this? And so I guess in the 80s, they women, I have no idea, but what was on this bed was a bullet vibrator, okay? Some Cheetos, and this empty condom, this jizz filled condom, okay? And then the whole room was a wreck, okay? And it's supposed to be a naked lady on the bed. Okay. All right. Okay. So Charlotte was like, well, in this book or whatever, the condom is supposed to be 4 inches to the left, and it's only 3 inches. So she trying to, she got the little them old people clamps that they get stuff off the shelves, and it's got the big hook in there. Yeah, she was like this trying to move the condom, and then she started having vertigo, and so a lot of these young girls was like, is that a thing? Yes, it is. It is a thing, and I didn't realize it until I suffered from vertigo last year. and I couldn't even make it to my bathroom. Okay. Okay. I was that room spent. Oh my God. Yeah. It is a thing. I literally had to go to physical therapy for my vertigo. Okay. It is a thing, y'all. It is a thing. Okay. They still, I don't know where it came from, but they chalked it up to like a bad sinus infection. One time, and they gave me, 3 shots in my behind. One is steroid, one is an antibiotic, and one is a painkiller. And so yeah. But yeah, it's a thing, y'all. It is a thing. And I swear to God, I hope I don't never get it again. But it came back again. And I literally had to go to physical therapy for it. She said it's some kind of vestibular. It was some kind of vestibular something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, a thing, baby. It's a thing. Anyway, so Joy wants to leave a bottle of gin at Miranda's place. And so, so Miranda never told Joy that she's an alcoholic. Okay, so she lets her leave this bottle of gin. And so one time when she was trying to do a paper or do something, and so she go in there, and it was behind the, oh no, it would be above the cookie. So she got a cookie, and then she actually got a thing a glass of gin, but she did pour it down the sink, and then she just got so frustrated she threw the gin in the trash chute. Now I would be pissed off because Joy said you can't buy that gin. You got to cross the border of Canada to buy that gin. Okay, so I need for her to get her a new bottle of gin. Okay, okay, replace that. Okay, or tell her that you're alcoholic and that was too tempting. Okay, but I need for you her to and replace that imported gin. Anyway, so Carrie and Aidan sleep to 7:20. Carrie got to go downstairs for a writing lab with Duncan. Okay. Carrie was like, I'm gonna be down there for quite a few hours because they gonna brainstorm and all that other stuff. Then Aidan is sitting over there looking all pitiful. He trying to text Wyatt, and Wyatt ain't replying. Cause why is a fucking psychopath? You raised a motherfucking psychopath. Okay? You raised a Columbine shooter, okay? But he said that he gonna live with his mama Kathy. I don't know why. She ain't gonna do nothing but basically enable her psychopath son. He wouldn't be living with me. No, you stay over there. You stay over there. You tell your daddy shit. No. You tell with your daddy shit. You stay over there. Okay. Cause what you not gonna do is tell my shit. Okay, so you stay your ass right over there, Columbine shooter. So now he felt like, he loves Kathy more than him. Who cares? Who cares? He needs some meds. He needs some meds. And apparently y'all didn't realize, Aidan didn't want him to have the meds. Okay. That's what it was. But he needs some meds to calm his shit down, okay? And I guess Kathy gonna make him take his meds. I don't know, but you gonna tell your daddy shit, okay? Anyway, so now he home by himself, so he was like, I can come up here and and chill out with you because I'm lonely down. And what does Aidan do? He ain't got no job. I mean, like a business or something that he running down in Virginia. What does he do? Does the business run by itself and he don't need to be there? I don't know, child. I don't know. Anyway, so Carrie was like, well, I'm gonna cancel with Duncan. That's probably what he want anyway. Seema and Adam are smashing. Seema has an orgasm and start laughing. And she was just like, I ain't never laughed after having an orgasm. Who cares? She asked Adam if he came. He was like, no, but I got all night. And then Adam proceeds to stick his face in Seema's armpit. Why? That Mm, 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 mm. Ew, you nasty ass bastard! You fucking nasty ass motherfucker! That's nasty, man! Ooh. Ooh. You just sticking your face in armpits and shit? Okay. On the other side of town, on the rich side of town, Seema and Herbert is sleeping together, and Herbert has shaved armpits. Now that now that I'm looking at armpits, he got shaved armpits. I said, okay, is that what we doing now? Anyway, so she trying to seduce him because she probably had another horny dream with her editor. And so now she trying to seduce her husband. And then he was like, is it my birthday? You only get seduced on your birthday? Okay. Then he was like, hold up, because she tried to climb on top of him. She was like, hold up. She was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. That's old people for you. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold that thought. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta let this go. Because if not, I'm gonna pee up in your coochie. Okay. What's up? So he hear her. She hear him peeing, and so she immediately turned off. I would be turned off too, hearing somebody pee. So then he was like, "Can you bring home some what did he say? No, can you pick up some toilet paper?" The mood is killed now. She was just like, okay. So Marion, he literally is slurping a papaya. Okay. Like, she already turned on, okay? You slurping papaya ain't helping none, okay? Oh, then so and then he asked, does Lisa want some? And I put on here, yeah, all over this body. All over this body. Remember when Martin, it was, what was that? You So Crazy, stand up. And he was just like, sweat glisten all over your body. That's where I got that from. So, yeah, she wants that papaya all over her body. Okay, that's what she wants. Okay, all right. I'm so silly. Okay. Anyway, he wants her to come to a movie with him tonight because he wants to introduce her to somebody in Obama's circle, okay? So they can get closer to Michelle Obama. I do believe Michelle Obama is going to make an appearance at the end of this season. I do believe that because they keep bringing her name up. So I think Michelle Obama probably watches and just like that. But yeah, I think Michelle Obama gonna make an appearance this season. But anyway, he wanted to meet somebody in Obama circle, and but she got that gallery opening to go to. But she did say yes, just because she said no first when he wanted to take her to a movie, and she was like, no, I am busy most nights. And so she was like, well, tonight. And then he said that's the reason why he wanted to take her. So she said yes. So Lisa comes home with her hammer pants on. Let's get it started. Okay. With her hammer pants on. Yeah. Can't touch it. Okay, anyway. And comes home and tells Herbert that she's coming home, but she has to leave out. She got a work thing. And Herbert was like, I thought we was going to dinner and we was going to his gallery opening. And she was just like, no, I got a work thing. And he was like, you putting your work over? And she was like, you? No, never. And he was like, no, I was going to say Charlotte. And she was like, oh. See, you jump into conclusions. Okay. And so but her daughter asked if she was bringing some pink seltzer home. She was like, no, I'll buy it tomorrow because I have a work thing. And so he was like, well, what work thing you have going on? And she was like, I gotta go to this movie so I can meet somebody in Obama circle. He was like, oh, okay, all right, you got a work thing. And that was it. So Aidan wants to invite Duncan to dinner because they going to dinner and going to the gallery too. And he wants to invite Duncan. Carrie was like, no, you ain't gonna meet the man that I'm about to smash. Nope, you ain't gonna do that. Aidan wants to get to know him. She was like, no, you don't need to get to know him. I don't even know anything about him. Carrie, you know that she lives in London and he's only here for 6 months out of the year. You know that. You know he eats mutton, beef stew or whatever every day, all day. Okay? You know that. Okay? You know something about him. And that's what I would have told him. That's all I know about him. Okay? He lived in London for 6 months out the year, and then he lived here for 6 months out the year. And all he does is write. And so he wants complete silence. That's why I got rugs and shit in the house. Okay? Because he wants complete silence. So I try to, accommodate his complete silence for the 6 months. That's why I got rugs. Okay? Okay? And he eat beef stew all day, every day. Okay? That's all I know. But he is a good writer, and I need for him to check my work, and I check his. That's all. That's it. But, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know why she trying to keep him a secret. Didn't you say that you could sleep with anybody? So if you say you gonna sleep with Duncan, what's the problem? What the problem is? Okay. So if Seema and Adam go to dinner, they see some lady that's putting on deodorant. Adam said he don't believe in deodorant. He got a crystal that he rubs under his armpits, but he don't stink. And Seema was like, "Listen, I got deodorant, a small deodorant in my bag, so that's all I can tell you. That's it." Seema said, "You should have told me before we got involved, okay, that you don't use deodorant." Whatever. So they're at the gallery. Aidan asked Seema and Adam about Duncan, and they just called him Meanie. I don't know why they trying to like. Well, I understand why Seema and Adam, because Adam don't really know nothing about him. He just know he cuss him out all the time. But I don't know what's the secret of Duncan is. Okay. Miranda tells Charlotte and Carrie that maybe she is not an alcoholic. She is alcoholish. She said she can have one or two drinks every now and then. She said, I wasn't an alcoholic before. I don't understand why, I could, alcoholism just found me. She's like, maybe I was depressed, with my marriage, with my job, and, questioning my sexuality. So maybe that's the reason why I got so far into drinking. But maybe it's not real, and I can have a drink every now and then. Carrie was like, well, you can question your sexuality all day long, but you shouldn't be questioning your alcoholism because you are alcoholic, okay? And Miranda was like, Joy knows I don't drink. She don't know if I'm an alcoholic. And she was like, and I don't want to tell her, And then she was like, she had a stupid ass, I don't drink because I'm an alcoholic. She had a little bass in her voice and stuff. And then Carrie was like, well, you shouldn't tell her like that, So she was like, that's a buzz killer, that's not sexual. I was like, girl, come on. It's you. And if she love you, she gonna love all of you, okay? And if she don't, that ain't the person for you. Moving on, shit. Y'all so silly. God damn. Y'all still silly like this? Y'all 50. Y'all in your 50s. Late 50s at that. Y'all still silly like this? I can see back in your 30s. But y'all in your 50s, late 50s. Y'all almost 60. Still acting like this? Shit. What you so desperate for? If she the one, she will understand. You should have told her when you said that bottle of gin. Hey, Sugar Shack, we you can't leave that here, honey, because I'm alcoholic. Okay, I got my 12 steps. Okay, and you gonna fuck them all up if you leave this bottle of gin up here. So you take this home with you, baby. You can take this home with you. You can come back and bring it, and you can drink your own shit, and I'll drink my little seltzer water and shit like that. But this too much temptation, okay? What the hell is the problem, Miranda? Shit. Y'all still silly like this? Y'all late 50s. I'm in my early 50s and I ain't silly like this. Shit, I would have told Aidan, this is what I know about him. I'd have told Miranda, I'd have told Joy, hey, I'm an alcoholic. Only person I can deal with is Charlotte, because we both got vertigo. We both suffer with vertigo. I feel you, Charlotte. I feel you. Anyway, so speaking of vertigo, Charlotte suffers with vertigo again. And when she was standing up there, she was just like, oh, the room is still. So she said, I got to sit down and do that Epley maneuver again. I know about the Epley maneuver, but you're supposed to be laying down. So that wasn't going to work if you wasn't laying down. Okay. So Giuseppe and his mama's at the gallery. Giuseppe mama Gia wants to buy him some big ass paintings for his apartment. He was like, my apartment too small. And so she was like, okay, we're gonna give you a bigger apartment. He was like, no, I don't even be in my apartment that often. I'm over here at Anthony's. And then she was just like, ooh, what she say? She said, oh, she said small and old. And so so Giuseppe thinks that she talking about the apartment. No, she talking about Anthony. It's small and old. Okay. She ain't even talking about, she ain't even talking about the the apartment. She talking about Anthony. Okay. Okay. So Anthony come over. He said this is the first time he ever seen a naked woman, and so then a naked woman in the bed, and so Gia walk over with the gallery owner. She walk away because she can't deal with Anthony, and so Giuseppe was like, "Why don't you cook dinner for her?" At your apartment, one on one. Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. So Joy hands Miranda a glass of champagne. She said, I gotta go to the bathroom, hold this for me. Okay, so Miranda holding it, she's just looking at it, and then she tried to take a sip, and Charlotte, all the way from the other side of the room, she's sitting down, she screamed, talking about Miranda! And she fall on the bed right next to the lady, right on the nasty jizz filled condom. Okay. Okay. Right on the condom. Okay. So they was like, ugh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that vertigo is something else. Meanwhile, Marion and what's that child name? And Lisa is in the theater. Marion's leg touched Lisa. She can't take it. Her panties is wet. She got to get up and leave. So she get up and leave. She go to the store, buy her toilet paper and her pink seltzer for her daughter. And Marion called her, and he puts her on the phone with the lady in the Obama circle. Okay? And Carrie was writing her book. And yeah. That's it. That was all. Okay? All right. So give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.